Several anti-war protests happening across the state today as people took to the streets to say they do not support the U.S. strikes in Iran.
Yeah, protesters in Concord tell News 9 they're asking lawmakers in Congress to step in here. WMUR's Imani Fleming live at the State House tonight. Imani, organizers called this an emergency protest.
Yeah, Tom, they did. And clearly protesters have since left this area right in front of the State House along Main Street. But protesters who were here earlier around 3 o'clock, the ones who were trickling in as well, told me the group who was here today was small, but they were mighty. And that was the most important thing to them. So let's take a look at the video of what this area looked like at that point. And also, I just want to get into some of the reasons protesters were telling me that they were here today, why they felt it was important. Almost everyone we spoke with here says they don't believe the U.S. should have launched the attack it did on Saturday on 3 of Iran's nuclear facilities. They tell me they were here speaking out against violence and that they believe a war between Iran and the U.S., if the Iranian military strikes back, would be more than costly. People here tell me they are fearful and they're preparing for the U.S. to enter itself into a nuclear war. I did ask them to just share their reactions with us about hearing about last night's attacks.
I don't think it accomplishes certain things, yes, certain endeavors, but does it accomplish what we really need is peace? I don't think so.
And this morning we just heard about what was happening and we're like, we have to come and stand here even if we're the only ones.
Extreme disappointment, that's not really a strong enough word, but just, in our government.
The people do not want war, and war requires congressional approval. Congress cannot approve a war. We don't want it.
And from what we saw, this protest did remain peaceful this afternoon. There were some folks driving by honking either in support, but there were some people also honking in disagreement, sort of yelling things they may disagree with about the protesters who were here. But also, guys, this was just one anti-war protest arranged by community members and also by the local 5051 New Hampshire chapter. So people were out here today. We're live in Concord tonight. Imani Fleming, WMUR News 9.